You got me running, got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it, feel that. Raise your hands up, raise them up.
Okay, welcome to the Forex Trading Asia Daily Currency Call. So this is the currency call where you will get market economic updates, key support resistance levels, trade ideas, and more. This currency call is going to be very beneficial to both the long-term investors and short-term traders. Here we will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risk. So a disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Okay, let's start things off with the outlook on dollar index. So we have Scott here today, Scott Andrews from Forex Briefcase Australia, to share his views on that. Scott.
All right, thank you very much, and happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone had a nice weekend as well. So let's just get down to it. US index, I'll just quickly share the screen now. All right, so some key points to make about the US index as well. We are currently below 90.70. And on Friday, we saw some significant moves lower. It didn't quite get to the 91.50 mark that I did discuss in the Forex Trading Asia article I posted in on Friday afternoon. Now, let's just quickly go down to the 1 hour time frame. So we can see that it is in a downtrend on the daily. I even like to go to the weekly time frame just to get some real clarity, and that can be confirmed now, as we can see. So in regards to upcoming events and things like that, obviously we've got to pay attention to Wednesday evening GMT +8 time. We've got the Fed decision, then the press conference as well in regards to interest rates. So with what's happening right now, it was actually quite surprising how it did sell off so much. 91.40 seemed to be a point of resistance. We have seen it break down below 90.80 or so, and it's actually moved quite a bit for this time on a Monday. So what I would say is just wait a little bit, let it settle. Let's see what the US session does, and then we'll go from there. So, right now, we're probably going to see some great opportunities on other currency pairs with this dollar weakness as well. And I mean, if you're really looking at the levels here, I mean, where is the next support level? We'll go back to the daily. It's back to the daily, sorry, it's a while away. So we've just got to pay attention to that. I mean, even down to 90.2 and then 90 flat. So I'd like to see a small bounce as a sell opportunity. Right now, we're not seeing that. So I'm going to leave it for now, and we'll see what the price action wants to do later on, is what I'm anticipating.
Okay, thank you, Scott. So yeah, understand that you're in Perth right now. So there's this 3-day lockdown or something. So what is your outlook on the Australia virus situation? Are you expecting more lockdowns coming ahead, or the whole country-wide lockdown situation?
So like you said, it is isolated to Perth. So what happened was, for people that haven't quite been keeping up to date, is that we have hotel quarantine. So if you arrive into Australia from overseas, someone did, you spend 14 days in quarantine. This person actually was released and then was actually asymptomatic. So they didn't show any symptoms and were in the community for 5 days and then left for Melbourne. So we have had a lockdown. This is the 3rd day now. There's only been 1 case of community transmission. So it's looking like we will get a lift and a reopening later this evening at 6 p.m. GMT +8 time. So fingers crossed for anyone in Perth or that's been locked down. It's not too nice, but it's looking like everything is under control. So just to give a local update from how things are going in Perth. And in Australia in general, it's looking actually really, pretty favorable for us getting back to normal with lockdowns.
Okay, thank you, Scott, for the update. Yeah, so let's get into the currency in focus today, the Aussie and Kiwi. So today we are with Jin Dao Tai, founder of LCMS Traders, a multi-million dollar trader trading an account with more than US $14 million on a daily basis. Okay, so Jin, I'll pass the time to you now for the currency in focus, the Aussie and Kiwi.
All right, good morning, everyone. Brand new week, almost towards the end of April now. Looking at the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar, before we look into what news could impact and could move prices this week, looking at a quick review of what happened last week. We have the Aussie dollar here on the H4 time frame. Expectation at the start of last week was for it to bounce off the 7730 support level to head towards 7836. Almost did that. We saw that happen early into the week, and then it tried to break that 7730 support level again. Right now, it looks like it's bouncing back upwards towards 7836. There are several reasons why this move could continue up, and I'll tell you more about that shortly. And then we look at the New Zealand dollar on the H4 time frame. I love this analysis. We did this early last week, saying that it was going to come down, test the 7167, did exactly that, and said it was going to go up towards 7225. It's done that once, it's done that twice, it's doing that on the third time right now. So this is an example of how you can use this analysis. Even if you miss the live session, even if you miss the live analysis, you can still use this repeatedly throughout the week as we look for that medium-term move towards different support and resistance levels. This analysis can hold true over the whole week. So what could move prices this week? Looking at the Forex Trading Asia.com economic calendar here. Sunday, we had the Anzac Day in Australia and New Zealand, so it's a bit of a holiday right now. We're going to see a little bit of a quieter market in terms of the Aussie and the Kiwi dollar, but there are going to be big price movers coming up. For example, on Wednesday morning, we have the Aussie CPI numbers coming out quarter on quarter, expected to hold at 0.9%, but the year-on-year inflationary number expected to go from 0.9 to a 1.4%. So with this expected increase of inflation towards 1.4%, the RBA has already indicated that they're expecting inflation to be higher. They're expecting inflation to be towards their target of 2 to 3%, and they want it there for a longer period of time before they take on any actions to increase rates or to provide more actions in terms of the RBA side of things. So this moving towards 1.4 is probably going to give some strength to the Aussie dollar, but we're not going to see too big a move. We need to see this being sustained before we see that bigger move on the Aussie dollar. So that's something to pay attention to. And then more importantly, on Thursday morning, early Thursday morning, we have the FOMC, the US FOMC rate decision. Most likely they're going to hold rates, no change. The rate statement, there probably will be some talk about whether they're going to reduce the stimulus, whether they're going to take further action. But I think looking at it, it might just be talk, it might just be banter at this point in time. They're probably going to wait and see, stand pat and wait and see what's going to happen in terms of the overall economy, because we have been seeing rather good economic numbers coming from the US, but you still see the US dollar dropping, you still see the US dollar losing some ground, as Scott was sharing just then. So with the rate decision possibly holding, we're looking at a statement, looking at a press conference, possibly giving it a little bit of a base. We might see some upward move from there. And then after that, we have the US GDP numbers on Thursday evening. Again, GDP numbers quarter on quarter expected to go from 4.3 to a 6.5%. So again, looking at some good upside on the US GDP. And then on Friday, we have some Aussie numbers, but not going to move prices too much, followed with US consumer sentiment numbers coming around. Again, looking at some positive numbers coming from the US consumer sentiment. How this all translates onto the charts, the Aussie US on the H4 time frame, because we're expecting probably good CPI numbers coming from Australia, I do anticipate that we might see the Aussie dollar continue its climb up towards the 7836 resistance level. So you're looking at even a trade right now, very tight stop loss, 20 pip stop loss, a good 40 to 50 pip take profit level. You're looking at at least 1:2 risk reward ratio towards the upside. What might actually happen at this point is that slow move towards 7836, and as the CPI number gets released on Wednesday morning, we might see that break above 7836, but I don't think it'll go all the way to 7950. I think we might see some upward move before a retrace, as we might see some US dollar strength come around because of the FOMC statement and press conference on Thursday morning. So with that in mind, possible upside or most likely upside on the Aussie dollar towards 7836 before maybe some US dollar strength coming around. New Zealand dollar right now at the 7225 resistance level. I anticipate that break upwards is going to get quite interesting on the New Zealand dollar for it to break up above 7225. If that happens, then you're looking for it to move towards the 7293 resistance level. So look for it to break. Wait, be patient, wait for it to break above 7225. You're looking at a maybe 7235 level, 20 pip stop loss for a very good 50 pip take profit level. You're looking again above a 1:2 risk reward ratio towards that upside. But once it get to that 7293 or 7295 resistance level, get out. I don't think there'd be that much of an upside. We might see some retracement back down into the 7225 range again. All right, so looking at it on both the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar, upside potential, but it might actually be quite limited because we still do have the FOMC statement and press conference coming around, despite the good news and the trending upwards of the Aussie and the Kiwi dollar.
All right, thank you, Jin, for the analysis on Aussie and Kiwi. So right now, we have Daniel here, trading coach at LCMS Traders, to share what LCMS Traders is all about and how the Traders Club can help you trade better. Daniel.
Anyway, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, you know, just last week we just completed how to be better. We just completed the FX Kickstarter course where students were taught the profitable 5-steps strategy where Gene uses to trade a multi-million-dollar account on a daily basis, right? So how do we do it much better? Well, to bring the students to the next level, what we will be doing is we will be holding a master class right now. Okay, we were holding, let me get the I just seems to have lost that. No problem. Okay, we're going to issue a master class right now, okay, with Jin on the 7th of May 2021. You know, we're going to have this live session here. Now, in this master class, we will help students to achieve mastery by focusing on executing the strategy the right way towards profitability and consistency. Now, we will also be sharing on how we plan and prepare ourselves to be predicting the market. Now, not only this, for live participants at the event in Singapore, you will also get a one-to-one with Jin. He will deep dive into the trading issues which is holding you back from having the next trading breakthrough, right? So he will follow up, not only deep dive into it, he will follow up by developing a plan specially for you to take your trading to the next level. Now, as this event, it has a very limited participants of only 40 slots, I will definitely need you to sign up for the security slots right now. Now, for those overseas, you would like to join, you can join right now as well. We have already confirmed and retested out already where you can join the live sessions on a Zoom and participate the same activities as the live participants. Now, a coach will be dedicated to the Zoom sessions to answer your questions and help you facilitate the trading as well. So don't stop now. If you completed the FX Kickstarter and want to go up to the next level to master your trading, to reach profitability and consistency, come in to join this masterclass right now. Okay, so it will definitely help you to establish your goals, break down your parts into a practice plan, and practice it the right way. Okay, so that's right, Jinwei. This is how we're going to bring people and the participants to the next level.
Okay, thank you, Daniel, for sharing that. So yeah, I do see Daniel and Scott sharing trade ideas in the chat. So do take note that again, the disclaimer here and information shared here is just the opinion and views of the speaker. So remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trade. It's not a trade recommendation. Okay, so I'm going to paste some links in the chat. So first, I have the masterclass links in the chat already, and yeah. So our podcast is up. Do search for Forex Trading Asia in Spotify. Our free Telegram channel for free signals. The LCMS Traders YouTube channel if you want the daily recordings of their videos, and Traders Club link for the faster signal strategy behind the signals, etc. So, and if you're looking for a managed account service, do check out forexbriefcase.com. And we have come to the end of the session. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Euro analysis currency call. And yeah, Scott, LCMS Traders reached 1,000 subscribers for the YouTube channel. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, so we'll see you guys tomorrow for the Euro currency call. Thank you so much and goodbye.